Josh Manic versus Jay the Steel Will in this AWF Championship match from February. And it starts off in a flurry. Beautiful throw into the door right there. Great bump. This match had tons of issues with the gut wrench throw right there. But there were just touches of greatness in this match. And the hit contact was beautiful. Look at this. Choke slam. Look at the sell on that choke slam. Then the mandible. And that's one thing that Jay is called as the mandible, like the animalistic mandible. That was the mandible clutch right there with the gator roll style, like upper body clutch class. But I don't know why he released it without working into something else there. Good clothesline there. He fires up, comes back. That drop kick was magnificent. The spin into the repositioning the drop kick when you're face down. I need to see more of that. He brings in the kendo stick or the Singapore cane for you ECW devotees, and is making good contact with it. We have the cutoff here where he rips it away, and for that moment he spots the chair. And we go into another sequence here saying he has the brains, but it's taking too long to set it up. I don't know what the psychology was there. I just like the fact that the cane was making good contact. These are good hits. Holds him. I like that. I think his neck could have been close to the edge. Using a dodgeball, I love stuff like that. And then this is one of the most unique escapes from a sleeper I've ever seen. Look at this. Flashes the light in his eye. Right in the eyeball, and then counters with a clothesline. Beautifully done. Gets the chain in there. It's like a little chain they had, and it does just as much damage. I like the sell on that. Goes to the cover, gets the shoulder up. We're bringing in a collapsible table piece. It looks like some kind of a plastic plexi board or something. I don't know. It's like a yoga mat piece. It's awesome though. It's very unique, and it definitely is solid for hits. I like that. Beautiful splash onto it. Nice chair shot there. Again, the working hits in this were fantastic. I think he could have used a wall to do that, but it was nice. Good sell on that pole hit right there on that pipe. Look at that, sends him into the door, reverse. Look at this right here. Uses the laundry basket. I think there was more they could have did with that too. That's just great. Like I said, for this style of match, variety is everything, and they're doing it like very well. And that front suplex release, and we have the replica title shot, which can be normally found at Walmart or Target. Beautiful splash onto the wooden fence there. The gate. Look at this right here. We got a ladder set up, sends him the ladder. Josh Manic climbs ladder here, looking to embellish the moment as they get up to the roof of this parking area here. And the hits here were good. I think they should have had a little bit more of a plan when they got up here as far as like a few spots. I am going to tell you I enjoyed the tease on this suplex right here. This was really good. I like the rotations. That was very nice. I think they should have planned an out for this. I do like the upcoming DDT that you're about to see right here. That was nice. That was a very nice touch. But I think they could have had like either a mattress set or something where where either Jay or Josh could have thrown one or the other off of this thing, and instead of them coming down cooperatively like this. But I did like that he threw in that little jumping splash right there. That was a nice touch. One thing about this match that I liked is just the complete frequent changes of these dynamic areas, like these dynamic backgrounds. This is a beautiful property, and just a great look at this animalistic run. He's running like you see on Nat Geo. But here's something weird. After this segment, we get a jump cut, and all of a sudden Josh is just like laying on inexplicably on the mattress. I guess we jumped forward. We just cut forward in time on this thing. I mean, it was awkward for me, at least, and I don't know where he got the energy to do that whole mandible animal thing after everything they had been through. But like I said, just keeping in mind the psychology, I do like how all the tools they need are on that pool table. That's like one of the best touches of this match. Like when they go to the pool table, you never know what they're going to pull out. It's a, look at the stars. Look, Josh, and listen to the hits on this. They were vicious. These were wonderful hits. These working hits were just great. I mean, damn, where was this earlier? So, beautiful trampoline strike right there. Here comes a problem in this match. Bringing in scissors and making zero contact at all with them. If you're going to bring in scissors into a match, it's better just to kind of like maul somebody with them, like do a working maul. This sequence, though, was excellent. Good slaps there, rolls through, grabs him, boom. I would have gone for the full spine buster. That was a nice side kick to the face. Good follow-up clothesline there, and I love the dive miss right there, followed by a very nice splash here, and then some very good contact on the kicks to the midsection here, clothesline. And this I just didn't like this because, you know, just psychology-wise, story-wise, I know he has steel will, but it's almost a no-sell at this point to do that. But I did love that backdrop suplex. That was beautiful. And look, I like his posture on the square up. We go for the finish with it, which they are calling the mandible claw, but I guess we can call it the mandible claw V2. This is a very nicely applied sleeper. I don't think he should have had to tap out. I think he should have fought it and then went out immediately. That was another problem in the storytelling here. But otherwise, for what this was better than most I see. So not bad. I'm going to give this a 4.5. Very, very entertaining to watch. And if you want to keep up with the aftermath as well as the latest in underground and backyard wrestling, tune in to SportsWire Radio's broadcast live on YouTube featuring the Reverend Tom Brice along with Taff Taylor. And check out the Nemesis Sessions as well, where you can catch all the exclusive interviews with all the wrestlers featured on the Copper Star Reviews. #AllWrestlingMatters.